Under the moonlit night, Yachazakael moved with supernatural precision, his neon white bioluminescent aura glowing like radiant moonlight as he trained. Each movement was poetry in motion, his strikes sharp, his breathing steady, and his spirit focused. The divine energy that flowed through him illuminated the courtyard as he practiced the sacred martial arts of Yahuwah. His feet barely touched the ground as he performed acrobatic flips, wall runs, and lightning-fast movements that blurred his image, making it seem as though several of him fought in unison. When he unsheathed his katana, it hummed with divine power, releasing waves of glowing white energy known as the neon white wave slash. Around him, multiple divine katanas appeared, floating in perfect symmetry, guided by his katana telekinesis. The air shimmered with spiritual power as the blades danced, each motion a display of the super martial arts skill Yahuwah had bestowed upon him. Nearby, Eliyahu sat peacefully, her mauve aura softly glowing as she read the word. Her eyes lifted from the sacred text to watch her husband, graceful, powerful, and completely lost in focus. She smiled with admiration, but after a while, her voice broke the silence. Yachazakel, come spend time with me and read the word, she said gently. He didn't hear her, his concentration too deep, his spirit locked into the rhythm of divine combat. With a light sigh and a knowing smile, Eliyahu, her mauve psychokinesis shimmering through the air, and with a simple motion, she pulled the katana right from his grip. Yachazakal froze, blinking in disbelief as the glowing sword floated out of his hand. He turned his head toward her, brow raised. Really, Eliyahu? Give me my katana back, he said, half serious and half amused. Eliyahu smiled teasingly, her tone calm but full of conviction. Not until you spend time with Yahuwah with me. He chuckled lightly. Babe, I gotta accomplish this skill. I'm close to mastering the divine moonlight strike. Her smile softened into seriousness. Is your martial practice more important than Yahuwah? Her words pierced through his focus like a divine echo. The floating katanas slowly faded into light as his neon white glow dimmed, replaced by the warmth of humility. Yachazak Al exhaled deeply, lowering his head before walking toward his wife. You're right, he said softly, kneeling beside her. She smiled and handed him the word, and together they began to read, their lights, white and mauve, intertwined, glowing brighter together than they did apart. The courtyard filled with divine peace as the power that once radiated from his sword now shone from their unity and devotion. That night, Yachazakel learned that the way of the sword meant nothing without the spirit. True mastery wasn't in motion or might, but in stillness before Yahuwah. As they read and prayed, the katana beside them began to faintly shimmer again, a quiet sign that his obedience had brought even greater strength. The warrior and his wife sat together in love and joy, reminded that their greatest weapon was their faith and their oneness in Yahuwah.